Today I'm going to do a quick little one color painting. I wanted to try another misty background and a nice bold foreground. I picked green. As you can see, my paper is pre-wet and it is soaked. So this was a mistake that I tried to fix right at the beginning. You can see it's really, really wet. It's wrinkling up on me pretty bad, even with the tape. And trying to take some of those puddles away with the brush and just realizing I need to just hit it with the hair dryer because it's giving me a bunch of problems right from the beginning. Um, this is all something I'm learning as I go, um, but I have noticed that the amount of water that I put on there to try and get these nice blended backgrounds is difficult for me to judge. So dried some of that up a little bit. You can see it's a little less wrinkled, but I'll deal with it on this one. So I have a little faded gradient background with that green. It's just the same green with mixed with a lot of water. And I'm going to add some misty looking trees back there. Hopefully it looks like they're far away when I'm done with it. Just nice and light. And just some random shapes. Just tree shapes, I guess, is all I'm going for on this background. And I always get worried that, oh, it's going to look too dark, but they do dry, lighter than what it looks like when it's wet for the most part. So just a real watery mix of that green that I have. I don't know any of the names of these colors. I just have a cheap palette from my local hobby store. So forgive me if I don't know the names of all these colors, but it's just it's green. So that's what I'm using. So I got that kind of blended out towards the bottom a little bit, but I didn't want it to all be straight and horizontal. So I'm gonna add a little shape in here. Um, oh, a little too wet, as you can see. Kind of burst out on me right there. So get the hair dryer again and dry that off. Eventually, get a little bit of fog, mist green down there on the left, and start with a darker tone of that green as I work my way forward. Once again, just tree shapes. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I wanted it to kind of taper down towards that left lower corner. So I'm just going to make some trees in that direction. Spray a little bit of water, spread it out with my hand. Maybe it'll make a little misty effect. It's all just experiments, and we're going to see what happens. Yeah, not terrible. Looked pretty good. Kind of look a little separated though, but maybe we'll add one right there. Take that and another taller one right there. Kind of fill in that area a little bit. A little bit more water. Blend that out a little bit. Not too bad. Get the hair dryer. It's probably a lot of water I have on there. Yeah, that's a lot of water. Soak that up with the dry brush. And I've tried a little more, but I'll spare you that part of the video. And we're going to come in with a even darker shade of that green. It's just less water, to be honest, on that. And just kind of bring that towards the bottom. I don't want to cover up everything, but I do want it to kind of be, um, a little bold. I guess I covered that tree all the way up. And one right there. Just tree shapes, random. And I didn't worry too much about what the bottom was going to look like. I was just going to fill it in with a wash of this color. Add another one right there. Looks pretty good. A little bit of spray, probably a heavy amount. Some of that color on there. Looks pretty good. And just kind of fill in all the loose ends over at that bottom. Probably a little heavy on that wash, but once we dry it off, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it lightens up a little bit. Kind of splotchy. But the main thing is that every time I do one of these, I learn something new. And time for the best part, revealing those taped edges. Ah, it looks so good. This is my favorite part. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching.